Satnam, everyone. You hear me?
Satnam, yes, we hear you.
Okay, so we passed the 3 minutes. So let's go for it.
Just 1 second, let me activate the translation. Так, друзья, все, приготовьтесь. Можно включать русский язык через 5 секунд. Yes, we are ready.
Yet second. Okay. Okay, palm together. Inhale to begin. Om Namo Gurudev Namo Om Namo Dev Om Dev Namo At Gure Name, Shugat Gure Name, Sat Gure Name, Siri Gurudev Name, Ad Gure Name, Shugat Gure Name, Sat Gure Name, Siri Gurudev Name, Ad Gure Name, Shugat Gure Name, Sat Gure Name, Siri Gurudev Name. Good evening, everyone. And thank you for joining us this evening. So I was speaking through the last 3 months, this process of ending we are in. And the pace has changed. The speed is going up. So now we are really squeezed in this ending process. And for us, the understanding of what has to end is this conspiration between ego and mind. We are somehow lost in the incredible power of the mind that we have somehow replaced God by the mind. If you are a well thinker or advanced thinker of high level of IQ, you are considered like a semi-god in our civilization today. And the mind, this state of being our friend, turned to being at the moment our enemy. the power of the mind with the power of ego have cultivate this civilization of the more, the effectiveness, the achieving. Yeah. What we consider and praise as fantastic is when we achieve something somewhere, like big achievement, as humanity of today could show. I mean, all over the planet, this cleverness, intellectual cleverness, make us raised incredible buildings, incredible boats. We are almost all over the ocean, able to cross any sort of waves and so and so. So it's the culture of the more. But of course, when you look for efficiency and more result, you don't count the dead. You understand? The cost to achieve, you don't want to see, because what is important is the result. So, and this is, we are all embedded in that big belief system that our right is to be a powerful achiever. And those who can do this are fantastic people, isn't it? I think this is what we do. We exploit everything we can to produce the maximum. And at the end, it's a very minimum of human being who can benefit from that result. Yeah. As we need to confess, we were 20% of the population, the Westerners of the whole planet, using, abusing, exploiting 80% of the resources. So there is no surprise about the outcome. But now the problem is we are reaching the outcome. We are facing the wall, the end of our realization and the end of a limited. Because anyway, if you can count on 12 zeros, it's still far away from infinity. Yeah. So billions doesn't mean a thing. When you see this incredible planet that was gratis offered to us to share for each other, and now we're fighting for territories, is absolute nonsense. And this is not from today. We have been through that history of massacre of people against people, and this is since 2000 years, we have kind of becoming professional, high equipped people to destroy. So in the cycle of yoga, we see these different yugas, yeah? And this Kali Yuga is a time of self-implosion, self-destruction, when the creative power of human beings turn against himself, all he can be is creatively destructive. And I think we are reaching this place of what has to die is that mentality. Yeah, what we that extreme use of human power against human power, and denying that this planet is here for billions of years, rotating in the space, in the galaxy. And who are we here to pretend to change the weather? I think it's ridiculous, but for so many people, it is so serious that the fear is spreading around, and the hatred and anger is multiplied. So if you look at it as an observer, I think there is no surprise. I don't see anything amazing or surprising. It's just a natural flow of what we have been thinking collectively or admitting collectively, this incredible imperialism between human being against human being has to end. And that is ultimately the source is just the mind, no? The whole creation is one, the whole creation. I mean, millions of suns, millions of planets and galaxies. If you expand your vision to that, you realize that cannot be moved by, we are like infinite, ridiculous, small in this whole universe. And our power is just so small, but we still manage to destroy. It's unbelievable. Yeah. So I think if you look into yourself, how many times you have been brought to the edge of anger, revenge, fight, control, domination, dominate people, been dominated. I mean, this is all our story since we are a child. We're dominated by adults. Then you grow, you want to dominate the other people. And this kind of relationship is constantly there, is my power, the power of the sense I am powerful against you. Yeah. And comparing, competing, the Olympics, why you want to run faster, where this is going to stop to win a medal is absolute nonsense. Yeah, if you run for the pleasure to enjoying this body that function running is okay. But I think running to kill your body and exploiting your resources, that when you reach the 50, your body is almost dysfunctional, which is the outcome of a great super sport people. They are not ending all healthy and happy. So these are the two main drive. How can I maintain my health and be happy? We put it upside down. Happiness, we were teaching this, yeah? Happiness is our birthright, but everybody sees it like happiness in our civilization, happiness according to our criterion. But this is nonsense. The thing is, born as an innocent child, you're born happy. Can you recognize this? Can you embrace that stage that you didn't need any pills to be happy when you were born? So why is it changing when you are deadly, adult, serious? You lose the sense of humor, you lose the connection to your innocent self. And on the top, you put a layer of guilt, of, of defense, of protection, of fear, I don't know what. So where is the joy? Far away, far away. And you think by getting something, a house, a territory, that you're going to be happy. I mean, nobody in this civilization of consumer can buy happiness. It's absolute nonsense. And that's what all the marketing strategy try to convince you, that if you have vaccine, you're going to be healthy. If you buy that food, you're going to get better. If you live in that country, you're going to earn more money. It's all a lie. Money doesn't make you happy. If you do not accept your contentment, the fundamental essence of human being is happiness. This is who we are. To know your true self and to be happy is in French we say pléonasme, means exactly the same thing. Yeah, human and happy are one. There's no separation. If you're not happy, you have to ask yourself, not the neighbor, not your partner, not the society, not your retirement plan. If you're not happy, what did you do? What have you been in dissonance with that core essence of your innocent self? Yeah. So there is not only inner child problem with angry babies inside of us. There's a biggest problem is we forgot our golden child innocence. You understand? And by trying to calm down the angry ghost inside ourselves might not resolve the problem because we might not have the time. Time is to rehabilitate your innocence now. We have no time anymore. Remember who you are as a pure, innocent creature of the divine. Yeah? The source have created all of us. According to the law and principle of creation, we don't have the power to change this, only mess it up. If we drop our shadow, if we drop our attachment and anger and revenge, hold that on the spot, cut it down, you don't need that. if you live unhappy, you have created it, nobody else, not the civilization, not the karmic past of everybody. Even today, we can solve it on the spot if you can cut through that, bound to your attachment to the past, bound to this big neediness for revenge, balancing, get better. How can you get better than who you are today? You will not be a better person tomorrow. It doesn't exist. This is a nonsense of religion to praise you and preach that you're going to get a better human being. You are born divine. You are born spiritual. How can you get better than that? All you need is to embrace it fully. Trust yourself fully, your true self, not your messing mind. Yeah. And this is now not an option for tomorrow, or there will be no tomorrow for you if you do not. And so if you die with ego zero, you will be already happy. So what else do you need? Death will just bring you into an eternal peace with rejoicing it. If you don't rejoice it before the day you pass, don't think it's going to be there, the other side. It's never going to happen there. If it was not here, you're going to struggle even the other side. The thing is, it is the time to end up these ego games, yeah, for yourself. And if you are able to cut down this and stop it for yourself, that is the war that needs to happen. There will be no conflict within yourself anymore. So what we call that practice is meditation. You understand? We were teaching this 40 years now, not just as a product or marketing yoga, but this is now a necessity to use the brain as a tool and not to be driven by your brain and your mind. You understand? This is really different. So somebody was asking me, what do you think about AI, artificial intelligence? How can we be, I mean, everybody today is scared. The fear people have, because I'm not sharing this fear people have is of their own mind. That's what they are contemplating. Their own mind is a threat on their own life today. This is their worst friend. That's how they turn the mind with the ego. Yeah. But mind can be your best friend. You can turn this around when you get out of fears and all this hypnosis from the lower self. You understand that we are all in this trance, self-hypnosis by wave of thought that are absolutely unreal. It's a non-reality, even though people die. And of course they die, and many will die. That life and death is as it was for us when we were achievers and wanting to get results. We didn't count the death. So since how many hundreds of years human beings die from ignorance? Isn't it? Absolute ignorance. The intelligence, artificial or not, is limited. Wisdom is not. How can a robot can match a wise human being? I mean, it cannot be. You understand? The problem is there is hardly any human being left on this planet. They're all robots. People function in automatic with program and create their own despair and drama by themselves. How can you be more scared of robot when you live like a robot? I understand those who are afraid. Is it because we create artificial intelligence that we have to use it? We have such an incredible, perfect brain and mind. Why want to create an ersatz mind that will never reach the perfection that we already have in this box? We don't need it. Even though we can create it, we don't need it. And if not because we are able to do something, but we have to use it. We are able to create atomic bomb, but we all know if we touch this button, we're all finished. You understand? We are developed such a cleverness from our intelligence that today we reach the paradox of that extreme intelligence is definition of stupidity, absolute stupidity. Nobody makes sense today. Absolutely. There is no leaders. There is no country where people are not in faction, divided, fighting against within their own country. Within the same government, there is not one third that agree with another third. And this is not just France. It's all over the world. We are splitted because that's how goes the intellect. It compare, and then you have zonage, and you compare, and you endlessly will compare. There is no end to that. Beside what is happening to us today, this has to end. It has to end as a leadership model. You understand? We cannot continue to trust and empower a mind that has limitation. We have to rehabilitate our wisdom, and this can only happen when you meditate. When you meditate, you cut yourself from the identification to your mind, and you can observe. Yeah, and then you discover there is another being in the house. There is another level of consciousness within this body who can just be not entangled, not lost into this action reaction and endless try to prove, to achieve and demonstrate, but just embrace what is. So this was one of the first advice of any advanced master. It says, first thing is practice this, embrace what is as it is. If everybody would do that, we'd not be where we are now. This not capitulate or, you bow to the divine will who manifests what we have to face today. And it has no need for good or bad judgment. It is as it is, but it is an expression of truth. 5,000 years ago in the Puranas, they already described the situation where we are today because it's a natural flow and evolution in the cycle of humanity. So there is nothing bizarre or wrong with what we are going through. The thing is, any of these yugas is the time to embrace what is as we are. And in any age, there is a possibility, an option for healthy and holy life. There is many options to get lost. Yeah. And today, as everything accelerates, I think there is no option. We have to choose for who we are and abandon this false projection and identification to who we are not. Yeah. And this is not based on morality. It's not because you should not or you don't have or something is good, something is bad. Everywhere you're going to find good and bad things. It's not about judgment and comparison. It's about just to contemplate, be in another level of knowing. If you know, if you re-plug on that capacity to know, you will directly know what is happening and what is totally aligned and right in what is happening. We can resonate with that. You understand? We don't need to rebel, to react, to attack. We can also contemplate what is there. And that means afford the emotion, the level of frequency of emotion you need to reach to embrace what is today. It's a big challenge. It's a big challenge because our frequency is so low. The magnetic field is so low. That's why in Kundalini, what do? We just accelerate the frequency. We just raise the level. And now it's not that sadhana is not an option. If 2 days you get rid of your practice, then you are catch up by the time. It's very, very fast. So I think it's not an option not to meditate. It's not an option not to wake up and reconnect with your core essence and choose. The minute you choose, you give birth to yourself. If you don't choose, and it's not to choose camp and for or against, don't misunderstand what I'm saying. You need to choose for you, your true self, which is completely another dimension of being for or against. You understand? All situations try to put you in a box where you have to choose. Are you for or against anything? But that's not how you're going to find yourself. So if you focus on finding yourself, you will not have spare time to go into controversy, conflict, and attack. And I'm talking also on the daily life. Huh? In your relationship around you, definitely you're exposed to exactly the same picture as we see on the global picture. That means you will be facing conflict and people heavy hatred against you and manipulation, mind trip, and etc. All these narcissistic, desperate people, and you in the middle of that, maybe playing this role yourself without noticing it. So just take hands off, take hands off. And just watch the show and don't judge yourself. If you are a narcissistic, egocentric, accept. is the best healing you can do to yourself. Embrace it, it will dissolve. Your neediness will stop. Looking for exit door and survival, it will stop. There's no reason to live in fear today. Absolutely not. So if you are you and you are unlimited in your identity, you can manifest a frequency in this world that can support others to go through this ocean. The waves are big. It's not because of that we should drown. Yeah, we can keep calm. We can stay stable, content, and happy. So I think the frequency of self-happiness is fundamental. Reconnect with that part in you that is just rejoicing, just a simple breath. When you are realizing you are just alive because something is breathing through you, and you are touched by that because you don't know if in 3 minutes it will still be the case. Yes. So the value of breathing becomes so great. And if you can experience an emotion in connection to your breath and say, thanks God, you give me this breath. I'm not going to waste it now. I'm going to enjoy this breath. You understand what I'm saying? Enjoy simple things like being alive, because we don't know how long this will last. You see? Yeah. So why you would be afraid to lose your life if you already embrace it fully? And we are not. We're having plans for tomorrow with strategy that I will be happy in the future when. And this when never happened, never. So I think this Kundalini Yoga is rooted in Tantra. Tantra is rooted in the now and the permanent change. So you don't want to hold on anything. There is no any system that will remain. Nothing will be stable, and everything is on the move. So if you accept that, if you enter that frequency, I enjoy what I lose. Have you ever celebrate your losses? This is a must. It's a must, because what you lose, it creates a space for new thing to come. And you should be so grateful for everything you lose. Do you understand? And it doesn't mean you are a loser. You are a winner if you go over your losses. Otherwise, you're really the object of your losses, and then you are a loser. There's nothing to win in this game. So embrace what comes, and any situation, you can take it from that place of joy. And it's not, of course, hilarious joy or a joy you can touch when you are drunk or after a party. I'm talking a very simple joy that you wake up in the morning, just see the display and say, God, well done. Yeah. Well done. The sky, the sun, the mountain. I don't know where you are. Maybe this is houses, but even these houses is the hand of God. Everything is created by his will. So if you can see this, it is so rejoicing. So Remember, that's who is looking at what. Yeah, this world is a mirror. If you are divine, you will see divine everywhere. If you take yourself for a piece of mind that has a strategy, that's what you're going to see around you. Yeah, people getting into conflict, they are looking for power. And when they look for power, they meet power. And power are conflicting power. And this is just the law of mirroring. What do you expect, you know? So we are responsible. All is one and all remain in oneness, and we cannot change that law. This is a fundamental principle of the universe, is one. Nobody can bring two. So if you are at the service of two sides, you're down, you're off, you're off track, but you do it by yourself. You cut yourself, you separate yourself. You know, two can be separation, or two can be union and service. It's your choice. So I'm speaking loud tonight because I think it's a deadline. It is not optional. We need to die to this total madness of ego, mind, and maniac. Cut off this program, free yourself, and realize you're born with an incredible wisdom. You didn't need to do 12-year study over the, you know, and then what? Yeah, to discover that you don't know anything. The knowing doesn't need anything. You know by birth. When you were a child, you know to find where you find the breast of your mom. How did you study to suck the milk? I mean, nobody teach you. It was totally there. And it's not just instinctual. It's absolutely wise, really. And we have this incredible privilege to be born as human with access to this universal wisdom, and we are misusing it. We have forgot it. So I think it is an amazing time for that ending process of this identification to ego mind, drop this whole thing and be ready for a real new start. And it will take few years. So, you know, this whole configuration now, we are in this October is like compressing, everything is on hold. We can see, you know, it's a containment of this crazy conflictual energy that reach a maximum and they will blown out, definitely. So what is holding it now is the next election in the US, the meeting of these BRICS at the end of October, and then we go for it, you know. November, December, and tralala, we go into the Aquarian age. This is now, this next 20 years are opening to a complete different perspective. We're going to abandon any sense of competition, and we're going to move into collaboration to hold each other, support each other, work for each other. It's an option that is opening before us now, and it can only happen when we completely drop the way we function today. So do you understand this necessity of a radical change? It's just, if you're honest with yourself, you can even ask yourself, how can I qualify to remember that I am a wise person somewhere? I lost it, yeah. So, but be honest and just offer yourself for the change, because it will take you by hand. We all go there. So there is no other option. Change of time is time to change and to change your reference system. And now it is almost the end of, we have stretched it to the max, and we're entering this really formal ending phase. So I'm not alarmist. I hope you don't take it this way. I'm just trying to share with you that all what you were postponing, that from your heart felt intention to be, you know, forgive yourself, treat your shadows, evacuate all this shame, you know, guilt, anger, hatred, any of this frequency, you don't need. Yeah, you don't need. It will not bring you anywhere. So this is a time to totally zero all that stuff by yourself. You're the only one who can transform this emotion into incredible devotion. And the people who have abused you, torture you, hate you, or manipulate you, it's time to cut the bond. You are not their object. Do you understand? You are not manipulated by this energy that they've played for you, but they played this energy for you to free yourself. Because if they were there in your life, that means you had it in yourself. So it's a time to let it go completely, completely, completely. So practice is really around, I would say, because the mind we can't control. Nobody can sit on the mind. You know, this image of sitting on the tail of the tiger, it is almost like this. You know, if you take a tiger by the tail, you can be sure you're going to be eaten up. It's not the solution. So to go with the mind is you need to tame the mind. You need to train it. Day by day, it will give up this control over you, because you are manifesting your presence to your mind, and you just say, now I know you, you are here as a tool for me, I want to have a relationship with you, but I'm not going to be your victim. Do you understand? Observe, because you, most of cases, you have been or you are the victim of your own mind. Be honest. You know, when I catch people who come to me for consultation, if I put my finger and say, don't you see you are the victim of your mind? It's me? No. Because the problem of the ego mind is then the ego deny that he is in a weak place. Ego wants to always be seen as on the top of the cream, on the top of the cake. So you cannot catch your ego with your fingers and say, see where you are, because it will deny it. So it is an incredible quantum jump in honesty within yourself to accept what everything you deny basically is true. Bad news, really bad news. Everything you deny is deeply true, but not the way it is formulated. It is hiding a truth underneath. And if you need to accept all what you're denying and dive into that. And then you will be horrified by what you can be, you never thought you were, you know? And then you still need to love yourself like this. Because you're not the problem, you're like everybody else. We all have this ego compulsion. So if you cannot embrace yourself, you end up in a war with somebody else. That's the problem. That's where war comes. We are not able to contain our own shadow and to love them. If you love your pittiness, it disappears on the spot. But what you do is you deny and you run away. So you nourish it. It will get stronger and stronger more you deny it. So practice of meditation is really sitting with yourself, with your mind, with your ego, personality, and all this component who wants to prove something, who brought you into a hell of a life, and stop denying it, but just look at it with a smile. So now this little thing with a big smile, that is the face you have to fabricate. Even if you're not happy, just put a smile on your face and look at what is happening with that smile. Doesn't matter what, because you're not smiling at, it's not derision, it's not judgment, it's contemplation with love. Yeah, you open your heart, you smile, and you say, God, why we have created all that? You know, why do we need all that? Why do we need to go that far? And then to say, yes, we have done this together. I'm part of that. I accept it. I embrace it. And then you have this feeling of expansion of your heart, that even what today seems to be a nightmare movie, you can open to include that craziness. You understand? Compassion is much more than love. It's not direct, I love something beautiful. And no, I can embrace what is as it is the shortcut way to bring this planet to another level. I hope you understand what I'm talking about. It's not easy. Uh, it's really, I don't know what to say, really, because words are not enough to share this. It's an incredible moment that we have to share together. And we're absolutely responsible. Those who are born in this time and this age, we are part of it. We is the result of all millions of ancestors in our back who brought us here today to make it through this challenge. And we will make it through. So I think sit down and meditate, just embrace your breath and appreciate how much to be alive is an incredible chance. Incredible chance, and the gratitude to value life as it is in the most simple expression. Yeah. So this is my message that can help you to go through this, let's be honest, shitty time, isn't it? And we together, as we know, we have received this blessing of how can we vibrate this consciously? How can we create our own synchronicity in this world to influence, impact the world just by our presence? And we have the techniques, we have been given all the access. So all we are missing is we don't do it. We don't do it. So I guess you understand that this is the time to stand for this from your love and just sit down in the morning and just really bring this frequency, this feeling. You can create, recreate, rehabilitate your frequency of innocence, love, yeah, pure love. And that is you. There is nobody that is corrupt unless he accepts to judge himself being corrupt. The minute you accept yourself being pure, you're going to generate that, me being pure. You're going to generate a world in which you resonate simplicity, innocence, and purity. Me within me is my purity. This is not, doesn't need a PhD to experience that. You need to accept. You need to be responsible that you have decided, accepted to be pure, to be innocent, and not to be judgmental. Okay, Duke. So, yeah, basically, the mind works with hypnosis. You understand? We are hypnosed by the global collective trance, yeah? And the world information that so impactful will bring you more and more in this trance of disaster, trance of war, conflict, and any sort of hatred. But you can also hypnosis yourself by, I am love. I am pure. You're going to tell me, no, this is not true. I mean, what are you doing? It is masturbation or what? No, no. If the mind works with hypnosis, you can choose how to hypnosis yourself. And if you hypnosis yourself with your true self, why there would be a guilt on that? No? Is it not guilty to believe in this whole fantasy? Guilty to totally trust in, rely on your innocence? What is the best? You have to choose. You really have to choose. And you cannot end up a victim of circumstance and time and space. You cannot. This is not you. So if you have the last sense of really honoring and dignity about being human, you will wake up in the morning and approve yourself as an innocent, pure, loving self. And if you do this every month, because the mind needs to hear it every day. It's not like, oh, yes, I got it. I do it once. And then tomorrow you're back to the same shit. Yeah. We need to every day repeat. That's the hypnosis process. Is you repeat, yeah, japa. Repeat to yourself that you are that innocent child, pure and spiritual. That's your true identity. And all you need is forget the minimum time a day. I'm not saying practice the maximum. I say forget the minimum time a day. Try to fight that you will not forget for any breath that you are divine. And that changed the reality. You know, all the quantum physics is proving that everything comes from the matrix and the field. So if in the field you have that frequency, it will definitely manifest in your life. Not to take the praise of the science, but even the science today meet with consciousness and says, that's the truth. That's the reality in which we live. It's a real world, but you can get lost in the illusion of it. Okay, Luke. So I wish you wake up yourself with this incredible frequency. And in the morning, we are all on wave, all together. So this incredible amplify the field. More people are practicing, more we will impact the field, and more we will help this new human to birth. So this incredible birthing process that looks impossible, but is definitely the option. So let's go for the practice. The first practice, so we combine a little bit of breathing with the posture. So you're gonna put your ego into your fingers. So this is the ego mind and the control, and and you bring it up from the right arm. Like if most of people, they do this just to complain or to go for battle. And then with the left hand, you're gonna grasp your forearm from outside. So you end up having that posture over your head. You understand? So that the right arm wants to fight, the other one hold it. Your wisdom is holding you, and then you become vibrating, and you vibrate from your heart. So this is the idea of this practice. You're gonna inhale in small step 16. So it's like Satnam Waheguru twice, and Satnam is like 4, Waheguru 4. So you do this twice, inhale 16 times. It's very small, inhale 16 times. And the exhale is Satnam Waheguru for 8. Only one go, one mantra, Satnam Waheguru, exhale, and then inhale 4 times. 4 Satnam Waheguru, it's 8. So you 2 times this mantra on the inhale and just once out. Ready? You can close your eyes and you can visualize maybe 4 square when you go Satnam Waheguru 4 times, and 2 times this will make 16. Exhale. Inhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Inhale more. Exhale. One go. Inhale. More. Inhale more. Exhale. Inhale, max. Exhale. Inhale. Inhale more. Exhale. Inhale. Inhale more. Exhale. Stroke. 8, 4. Okay, inhale max. Hold the breath. Find this joy inside you and share this joy all around you. Unconditionally, nothing can distort that feeling of sovereignty, nobility, peace, and joy. Exhale. Exhale, relax your arms. That's the meaning of the essence of Satnam Waheguru. This all that come is an expression of truth that give me an experience of unlimited bliss. Waheguru, Satnam, all that comes is true and come from that source of truth. And when I embrace it, I experience bliss. Okay, so the next practice, the second practice, is we master this ego mind. We lock the thumbs inside, and the right arm is straight up, and the left arm is horizontal. And we're gonna bend the arms backwards, the elbows, the arm that is up, you bring your fist on the shoulder in the back. And the one that is horizontal goes up 90 degrees. So they both move 90 degrees. And the breath is, tongue is out, and it's a panting breath. So it's like, so one arm is straight up, the other arm is horizontal, and you just bend the forearm backwards and the other one up. With the breath through the mouth, rhythmic. Yeah? It is not really the doggy, is more rhythmic. It's a calming breath. It calm your emotion, calm yourself totally down, and free yourself from ego. Ego, elbows is ego. So when you lock your thumbs and move your ego together, but they want to do alternative, but you want to do same, yeah? So one is up and goes back, the other one goes up. Only 90 degrees, yeah? Okay, here we go. Close your eyes. So it's going to be rhythmic, nicely rhythmic with your breath.
Sa ta na ma sa ta na ma sa ta na ma sa ta na ma.
Two move on one. Ta, ta, ta.
Ma sa ta na ma sa ta na ma sa ta na ma sa ta na ma.
No workout.
Ta na
Steady breath.
sa ta na
Keep the rhythm, be like mechanic.
na ma sa ta 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 na ma sa ta
Free your elbow. Yes.
ma sa ta na 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 ma sa ta na
Inhale. Hold the breath. Just observe your heart energy. And just exhale. Relax your arms. So that's a posture that breaks through your magnetic field, desynchronize the habit to think always the same way, start from a hypothesis, end up in the same conclusion again and again. This is like breaking through. You cannot synchronize one arms against the other one. You cannot get a flow only if you go beyond duality. So the last one is a beautiful one. I've shared it in the membership class this week. Is this amazing? You just bring your hands together and we cross the ring finger, the sun fingers. The others are just joined and the thumbs up. And you bring this in front of you, like in front of your throat a little bit, like this, yeah, in front of you. Yeah. And we're going to have a breath of, it's exhaling Satanama in 4 strokes. So you sneeze out through the nose, exhaling in 4 steps, Satanama. And then the inhale is in between the Satanama, very quick. Through the nose, you sniff in powerfully. And then you go again. Through the exhale, you should empty everything you have inhaled before. So it's the breath you can do in the inhalation is quick and not so full, but as full as you can. And then you go Satanama, exhaling, sneezing out. You press your palm and just close your eyes and go for it. It's one of beautiful pranayama to eliminate this total struggle of the left and right brain and the pros and cons and comparison and everything, and just bring you in the middle brain where you can become creative, peaceful, and wise. So here we go. Is a bond with your true self, is a bond with the real, yeah? So inhale quickly, in between 2 Satanama, and then exhale in 4 strokes, fully exhaling. The idea is to fully exhale in the 4 Satanama. Here we go. Inhale quick, exhale. Inhale quick, quickly inhale in between the Satanama. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, inhale,
sa ta na ma 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 sa ta na
Powerful inhalation, powerful exhale.
na ma sa ta na ma sa ta na ma
The breath is in the upper chest, under the collarbone. Up, up, up. Inhale powerfully. Go for it.
sa ta na ma 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 sa ta na sa ta na ma sa ta na
Powerful, powerful. Keep up, powerful breath. One minute, powerful. Inhale deeply. Hold in your heart peacefully, peacefully, and just observe the energy. It works directly on Kundalini. Just feel the energy in your navel, in your stomach, solar plexus, middle of the heart. You keep the posture and take few long, deep breaths. Exhale slowly and breathe very, very slow. Appreciate this moment. If you have done it correctly, it directly pushes the button of Kundalini. You can feel the energy awakening, vibrating. It's just the light that is activated, your light body. Just appreciate the frequency you create and slowly, slowly relax. This is a very sacred Kriya. You can just, this last exercise, you can do it 31 minutes. You will not know where you live anymore. It can cut through any vicious cycle, and it can activate the virtuous cycle of being pure, innocent, and joyful. This is the virtuous cycle. You can initiate and replace the old cycle of damn, I am, shame, angry, frustrated, and you move into I am fulfilled, I am happy, I am pure, I am innocent. And just make this run through this Satanama. Yeah, you reverse the wheel From vicious cycle, you stop, you end, and you initiate a virtuous cycle. Promise it to yourself. This is the time. Okay, if you want to join us, we have a fantastic week to relax for receiving massage, practice meditation is a Ayurvedic week in November. It's 23rd to the 30th November. If you want to treat yourself and to dive into a practice that is deep and relaxing, it is the time. And otherwise, we'll meet to end this year on the 12th night, and it's an option to follow us online as well. So it's from the 26th December to 6th January, you remember, we can finish and start the cycle of the actual year together. So I wish you really now take it in your heart to share this frequency. Yes. Happy to see you both. How is your finger? Yeah. So bless you all. And this month will be exciting. So wish to see you the end of next month. Bye-bye. Satnam. Enjoy your time. Share the joy. Share the love. Satnam. Thank you for translator. Hey, Thomas. Anand Singh. And Alexei. And Serena, where are you? Yeah, somewhere.